Oh, the joyride didn't stop for the enforcer. Look, you see the way he just... There were some comments on my previous video saying congratulations and good job to the rider that ran away. Well, what would you prefer, a simple ticket or a show cause order where you're summoned to LTO office, right? My goodness, I know which one I would choose. I mean, ideally, don't use the bus lane in the first place. But if you get caught, a simple ticket is much more desirable. That one is also being flagged off to the side. He does seem to be pulling off to the side, so that's good. There's a few tricks that I've noticed people use in the bus lane. Firstly, they'll put a placard in their window, which says there's a few tricks I've seen people use on the EDSA busway. Firstly, they'll put that rider's running. He just ran from enforcers, he didn't get very far. They're making him push the bike in case he decides to try and run away again. Whenever a car or motorcycle runs away, people ask me, is there extra penalties? And sometimes I forget to mention it in the video. Usually what they add is reckless driving, and then they might also add apprehended after a long chase, and they might also add arrogant driver. It's really dependent on the exact scenario of what happened. And it doesn't matter if it's a car or a motorcycle or a Jeep, it's the same thing. It's just that sometimes I forget to mention it. They just flagged down this gentleman here. He showed a Vietnamese passport, but unfortunately he said he doesn't have a driver's license. He's wearing slippers, and I think it's also a violation. Obviously, if there's no license, they'll impound the motorcycle. And in fact, just behind that, they apprehended another rider. Again, he's wearing slippers. I don't know if it's bus lane or not, but he said he doesn't have a license, DAO. So that would also be impounded. And over here, you see one more bike that's going to be impounded. What he showed is a ticket from a year ago saying his license was confiscated. Allegedly, he hasn't paid that to get his license back. Now, obviously, that ticket acts as his temporary operator's permit. It's only valid for 5 days, 7 days. It's already been a year, according to the enforcer. There's one more car being pulled to the side now. Bus lane violation. There's the, what's that, Angkas? The enforcer tried to call him to pull over. He says he is going to pull to the side. Okay, he seems to be compliant, that's good. Is he gonna stop? Yep, that's one. That's two. And there's one more. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this one was also ticketed before with the improvised plate and the blinkers. I'm pulling him off to the side now. I hope MMDA can hurry up with those increased penalties, because 1,000 peso is not enough to deter people. Grabe naman. That joyride also ran. So I saw the enforcer try to wave down that joyride. He also just pulled the accelerator and vroom. I don't know anymore. People might think that I'm trying to pick on joyride, but I'm not. That's what happened.
Pag yung kasi nakahirit na siya, pag bigla mong inanong, bakit mamaya sumemplang ako, mag-post ng accident.
Looks like they're going to stop that car. They are pulling him to the side, so that's good. They can issue the ticket before sending him on his way. There's another armored truck, light blue. Oh, there's two of them. There's a red one also, maroon. There was a black one earlier as well. They're definitely not allowed inside the bus lane. They are going to pull them off to the side for ticketing. They are required to follow all the same rules as every other driver. It seems like this one might not want to pull to the side. Let's see. There's so many enforcers there that he doesn't really have a chance. Compared to the motorcycles, I've seen quite a few run away. They do often have difficulties with armored trucks. Sometimes it can take 10-15 minutes before they finally surrender their license. And by surrender, I mean show the license to the enforcer. They're not actually going to confiscate it. Some armored truck companies are, well, easier than others. This is the exclusive bus lane. It's not the only thing they're enforcing, but for me it's one of the most vital, because this busway can move hundreds of thousands of commuters while only occupying a single lane. But obviously, if you allow cars and motorcycles to use it without any kind of enforcement, then the project will be wasted. Now, usually what happens is once the riders see the enforcers up ahead, they leave the bus lane. I can't even remember the last time I heard someone say, "I didn't know it's a bus lane." Most often, the reason given is, "I'm in a hurry, I'm in a rush, I'm late for a meeting." This bus lane really solved a lot of problems, but if you don't maintain it with enforcement, then it's going to be wasted. The number of riders in the bus lane is just overwhelming, really. Absolutely incredible. There's too many. There's really too many. And sometimes there's more riders than enforcers. So it is very challenging. Of course, it would be easier if they could use their cameras like before, but until that temporary restraining order from the Supreme Court is lifted or MMDA is excluded, then they're forced to do it manually like this.